Yo, what is going on, guys? My name's Cam. Today I'm doing a little life update for you guys because I haven't posted on YouTube in a long time, and I'm going to get into why I stopped posting on YouTube. And then I'm just gonna run you down what has changed in my life because a lot of changes have been made and I wanna share it with you guys. So, number one, why have I not been posting on YouTube? YouTube's retention is super low and I haven't had much luck with the algorithm on YouTube. And obviously, you have to post for a longer period of time, but I guess I changed my content strategy a little bit. I wanted to focus more on Instagram, and then I've been lazy, but I need to start posting my videos on TikTok as well. So that's kind of why I haven't been posting on YouTube. Nonetheless, YouTube videos are my favorite videos to make because I actually get to be myself and I actually get to talk to the camera about whatever I want to talk about. I don't have to think about making a hook and all these different things that, are very important in Instagram Reels. Obviously, I still have to make this video visually appealing or no one's gonna watch it, but it's just more genuine. So that's that. So I made a boot camp for day trading and then I completely changed my strategy altogether. Right now I'm using a different strategy and it's working. It's banging. God bless. I'm not gonna lie, I've been really hammering in discipline in myself because, man, I see the vision of the life that I want, and I know that as long as I continue to do everything I need to do every single day and trust the process, I'm going to get there inevitably. And I think that a lot of you guys might relate to me when I say this, but you tend to rush the process and you tend to try to do as much as you can to get that progress down and get further ahead than everyone else or further ahead than the self that you were yesterday. But a lot of these things have to take time. A lot of these things have to come naturally. And obviously you're still gonna be making changes, but people think their lives are gonna change 180 in a day. And I thought that too when I first started doing this entire process of learning how to trade and doing YouTube and kind of becoming my own entrepreneur. I thought that things were gonna change really quickly, and it actually is taking more time than I thought. So I'm just sitting back, relaxing, and trusting the process. And actually every single day you can see that I've been doing the same thing every single day. This is a newer journal that I have, but literally the same goals every single day just to hit it. And it's honestly it sounds boring, but that is the only way that you are going to be able to build progress, right? Being boring, doing the same things every day, unfortunately, is the only way that you're going to be able to build progress. And that's something that I had to realize. Of course, I knew that was helping me with trading before. You kind of have to recalibrate your brain every single morning to understand this is your specific goal that you're trying to reach, and just remind yourself every single day. And that's something that I've had to do over and over and over, and this helps me keep track of that. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been really disciplined and I'm super, super, super happy about that. So I know that all these things that I want is just a matter of time because I'm doing everything I have to do in order to get there. I could be posting more on social media though, but it'll happen naturally. And then the biggest thing that's changed in my life is my lifestyle. I've been actually getting out the house more, and I'm sure a lot of you know, I was super, super, super focused and I guess harsh on myself about doing fun things. So I'm finally getting out the house more, and I'm finally doing cool shit with cool people. And I'm glad that I'm doing that because I've made so many connections in the last month, and it's almost annoying that I wasn't doing it before. Social media is all about connection. Social media, especially growth, is all about talking to different people and socializing. It's literally social media, going to the events that everyone's gonna be at, going to the clubs that everyone's gonna be at, and actually making a presence, because you never know who you're gonna meet and you never know how that person is going to impact your life. And I am finally doing that, and that's in my weekly routine, is I have to go socialize. And I feel like that's been helping me a lot mentally, because a lot of the people that I'm talking to are, you know, people that you guys probably know or see on your For You page every single day. And I'm just not even gonna drop names, but it's nice to surround myself with people that are doing the same stuff that I'm doing as well. And honestly, like, a lot of you think like once you get the money, or once you reach this goal, or once you reach that goal, is when you're gonna start allowing yourself to do specific things. And I can promise you that's just not how life works. Like, I thought the exact same way, and then I realized that, you know, life is flying by, and I'm only getting older. You know, I'm growing my beard. I'm only getting older, and life is moving, and you never know the next moment where everything can change, if that makes sense. Like, money doesn't matter. It's about how you spend your time. Time is the only currency. So if your week looks like your perfect week that you want in your dream life, you know, maybe like you go on drives, maybe you, like, buying a nicer car is not gonna make you go on drives. You know what I'm saying? Like, buying a nicer house is not gonna make you invite people over more. If you have a house right now and you don't have company over, it's not gonna change when you get money. You're just gonna do the same things in a little bit of a nicer house and a little bit of a nicer car. So if you don't go out now and socialize with people, when you get money, it's not gonna change. And that's something that I had to realize as well. It's like, everything you do in a week, like, I think I live my life week by week, and then day by day, of course, but everything you do in a week kind of compiles and kind of compounds over the course of time, and then that becomes your structure for your life. So if you're socializing on weekends like I do, that's gonna happen regardless if I live in Beverly Hills or I live in Compton, you know, because it's in my routine. But if you're not doing that, then when you get money, nothing's gonna change. When you hit your goals, nothing's gonna change. It has to be happening now if you want that to be what your life is gonna look like in the future. And maybe instead of being on a yacht right now, you're on a little skiff in the middle of a lake, you know, like some shitty ass boat that you spent $30 an hour on. But if you don't have these habits now, is what I'm trying to say, they're not gonna happen later. And it's not just gonna magically change. Nothing just magically changes. And having this mindset kind of helped me become more abundant and less, I guess, attached to my wins and losses with trading, because I'm not betting that trading is gonna change my life. This is my life. Going out to talk to a bunch of different people and making friends and driving nice cars and buying watches and shit, like, this is my life, right? And I was doing it before I had money, and I'm doing it now. So I'm happy with the way that I'm living my life over the course of a long period of time. And that's the question that I had to answer, because I was just so unbalanced for a bit. But honestly, life has been great. I can't complain. It is going to take me a little bit more time to really make all of the money that I wanted to make. And that's okay, right? It's not gonna happen overnight, but the person that I am today is so much more capable of making that money than the person I was 1 year ago. And it's kind of crazy that, like, when I first started YouTube, it was about like 5 months ago. And dude, I literally, like, I'm so much different now than I was back then. And when you're doing this stuff every single day, you don't think about it at all. You don't think about, like, you know, the lessons that you learned, or like the knowledge that you've obtained, or the growth that you've basically gone through, like emotionally, mentally, physically, all of the above. But bro, a lot has changed, and it's crazy to think that. And it's really important for you to just sit down, and for me to sit down and really, you know, look back at the things that I was chasing back then, and look back at the problems that I had back then, and kind of laugh at them, because, like, it's just funny how, like, your problems change. And I don't know, like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I love each and every single one of you. I'm gonna try to post a little bit more on Instagram and potentially YouTube. We're gonna see what happens, but I'm just kind of going with the flow right now and just figuring out things as I go. But one thing I know for sure is that I'm going to drop my own personal Discord soon, and I'm also going to drop a couple of videos on how my new trading strategy works, because I really like it. I love it. I'm sticking with it for the rest of my life. And I want you guys to be able to do this too. And it's really like this strategy that I'm using right now, like, not to make it sound like the best thing ever, like everybody talks about their strategy like that, but like it's really helping me understand the market way deeper and understand what to look for. And now that I'm not on my fucking dick about making money about it, it's actually making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that I'm not focusing on the money, I'm able to actually trade well. And I want all of you guys to have that opportunity to do that as well for absolutely free. And obviously down the line, you know, I'm gonna start charging. My time is going to get more expensive, but for now, I want you guys to have this information so that you guys can learn whatever you need to know about trading, and you guys can find this freedom in yourself and in your own life. Like, honestly, my life has changed since I started chasing these goals, because I'm not stuck to what society expected me to do, you know, and I'm still putting in my fair share. I'm paying a lot of taxes. So that's my benefit to society, you know, regardless of where that money goes, right? Maybe I'm not helping people physically or whatever, but my job is to help you become free. And that's my purpose. That's why I make videos. That's why I do what I do and I post on Instagram, because I want to show you that if you can imagine something in your head, you can make it possible. And that's how I know for a fact that I'm going to get to where I want to go, and I'm already where I want to be right now. And I want you to believe that for yourself, because I'm just a normal guy. There's nothing crazy about me. I look the way I look. I take care of myself. I do everything I can to succeed. But besides that, there is nothing crazy about me, right? And we are the same. So if I can do it, you can do it. Anyways, I could literally yap for like an hour, but I love each and every single one of you. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.